Nobody really talks about what changed after you choose yourself and start living for you. People make it seem very empowering, very glamorous, very free. And I'm not even going to take away from that. But people don't talk about the quiet parts, the lonely part, the uncomfortable part. And in this video, I want to share with you guys things that have changed in my life since I stopped living for other people and start choosing me. Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. And if living intentionally and being authentic to yourself is something that you are all about, or is a journey that you're on, then this channel is for you, because that's what we do here. This is a woman that is intentionally and authentically living herself. So like I said in the intro, a lot of time people don't tell you what to expect when you decided to choose yourself and live in your own truth and live for yourself. A lot of the time it's being glamorized. You see people come online and say, oh, self-love and all this and all that and all that, and nobody really talks about the downside of it and some of the things that you're going to feel. So I'm sharing this in case anyone is on this journey and is feeling like, oh my God, this, I can't do this anymore. I just want to let you know that you're on the right path, and if this is something you really want to do, you're going to come to the other side. So I'm going to be listing out certain things that has changed, that was very scary to me and very weird to me, that made me actually at some point in this journey I rethink my entire decision, like, do I want to go on like, what am I doing? So the first thing I would say is that it got really lonely before it got peaceful. And I'm going to explain. So one thing I want to say, that's the first thing I'll tell you, like the first thing I'm going to say, that it's going to get really, really lonely. And this is because you stop over performing, you stop over explaining yourself, you stop over accommodating people, and this is going to make a lot of people in your life, people will drop like flies, like ta 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 ta. A lot of people will leave you, and that's going to feel really, really lonely. I personally, I have an anxious attachment. That's my style of attachment, and coming from someone that has that, it was, for me, it was something that scared me. I don't used to do anything myself. It was all about me, my man, my. Yes, I was that girl. I was that girl that was my man. And when I started the journey, that was the first thing, including my friends. I don't do things without either my man or my friends or my sister or somebody. I always needed somebody and all that. And when I started on the journey and I started finding myself and I started moving the way I was moving and discovering myself and getting to know myself, I got to find out that it was lonely. And I'm not even going to lie or sugarcoat it for you guys, is that it was scary when it got to that point that I was like, oh my God, like it felt so lonely because I was not used to being in that place where I can sit in my own thought, I can be in my thoughts. So it was really scary. But one thing I want to say, like I now got to find out eventually, is that space does not mean loss, it just means alignment. And if you're on this journey and you are feeling very, very lonely and seems like, where are all my people, or where is everybody, you like, it comes with it, honestly. And I'll tell you, I'm a typical example that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If this is something you really want to do, you want to be authentic, you don't want to live for people anymore, you want to live for yourself, you want to choose yourself, be ready for the loneliness that comes. But that loneliness comes with peace eventually. So it gets really lonely before you find the peace, that's for sure. People will misunderstand you. So this is another thing people don't talk about. When you start choosing yourself, the entire world will misunderstand you. And I feel like I'm in that place where some of you guys are physically saying it on the internet, where a lot of people don't get it, and like a lot of people are saying different things about me, even in the comment section. You guys can see it. But this was something I dealt with some years and months and all that when I started this journey, is that a lot of people is going to misunderstand you. People will tell you that you're distant, people will call you selfish, people will tell you you've changed. All that comes with it. And if you've been watching me for a while, especially on my other channel, there's something that I've come to that place where the word selfish does not even get to me, because that's something I've heard a lot on this my journey. Like, oh, you're so selfish. Oh, you've changed. You don't call like before. You're so distant and all that. And selfishness is no longer a negative word for me. That just means that I have choose myself, and I cannot pour into anybody or other people in my life if I have not poured on myself. People are going to misunderstand you, but that's what actually happens when you stop being accessible to things that drains you. So yeah, you're going to be on, because people don't understand why they can't tap into your energy anymore. So they're going to be like, they don't have that access anymore to drain you or the things that you do. So yeah, they're going to misunderstand you because they don't get it, and it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. When people misunderstand you, just know into your head that you're on a different journey, but you know what you're doing. Your life is going to get quieter. So this is something I notice in my life now, and I've said it multiple times on this channel, on my other channel, that my life is so quiet. This is not me saying that it's boring or empty, no, but it will get quiet when you start choosing yourself. And I've gotten to a place where this is something that I don't think I will ever trade for anything, this quiet peace and anything. So this is me stopping chasing chaos. This is me stop chasing noise to feel important and all that. So it got really, really quiet. Like I don't seek validation from people or anything. I don't seek approval from anything. And that just made my life really, really quiet. And at first, it was not something I was used to. I can't even sit in my own thoughts. And like I said in the one part, I said it got really lonely. It will get quieter, okay? And the lonely part, the quietness, it kind of mixed with the loneliness a little bit. And I remember it was something like I was not used to sitting in my own thoughts. And that's one thing I got to find out on this journey, that a lot of us are not used to sitting in our own thoughts. And there's a whole lot of noise and distraction. But when you do that, the level of self-awareness and the level of who you are, and you do this on a frequent level, it's just amazing. I personally now, I don't think I can ever trade this my quiet life right now that I have for just anything. Like I love it so much, and that was what has led me to this place, because I, on this journey of self-awareness, choosing myself, like I just know that this quiet life is for me. So your life is going to get quieter, not boring, not empty, but really quiet. So peace itself became more attractive than any form of validation for me. So be prepared for it. So peace is definitely, you're going to get your peace and all that, but validation was something that I don't longer seek, and that kind of really shrink everything to be very, very quiet for me, and I love it. You start caring about the small things differently. So this is another thing that I like. I used to think that I'm a perfectionist, I like things a certain way, but when I started this journey of choosing myself, it's something that I just got to realize that destiny, the small things just bring so much joy, peace, and happiness to me. Just like how my home feel, how I start my morning, what am I eating, who have access to me, like all those little things that I normally overlook in my day-to-day life, in my long edge on life here, like became really, really something that I hold so close to myself. Like I am so intentional about how my home is, who comes into my home, what I eat, how I start my morning. I don't start in a I've shown you guys like my morning routine. It's very, very chill. I don't like chaotic mornings. I don't like chaotic life anymore. You're going to care so much about those little tiny little, you're going to treat them so differently that when you look back at it, you're like, is this me? And sometimes I pinch myself like, is this me? Like these little things, like making my coffee in the morning, like I just take my time. Like it's just so like, it's my thing. If I don't feel like cooking, I'm just like, it's almost like you become more intentional with your life rather than being reactive in your life. And for me, like, I love this for me so much. Like, oh my goodness, you guys saw it in the vlog. Like, there's no them. that vlog is not reacting like a content creator. No, that's just really what my life really looks, really peaceful, quiet, all by myself. You will grieve the old version of yourself. This is something that that it's very, very important, and I need to be really transparent with you people about it, because it's not all about being kumbaya yeah, about it. Like, I know who I was before now, and sometimes I still grieve her. Like, I'm not even going to lie, I still grieve that girl. And this is something a lot of people on this journey will not talk about, is that you will grieve her, you will miss her. Even though she was overgiving, she was exhausting, you will still grieve who you were, who you used to be. You will still grieve her. And this is not, for me personally, I don't see it as anything negative, because it's who she was, or who I was. I'm talking like in terms of, it was who I was that has brought me to where I'm at now. So as much as I grieve her, and sometimes I look back at her, and I'm just like, like, it just gives me that breath of fresh air. Will I want to go back to that place? No, but is who I have known for the longest part of my life. So definitely I grieve her. So you definitely get to that place sometimes where you miss who you were. Sometimes you miss the entire noise that you were. You're like, my life used to be so, what people would call so fun, like what people would quote in fun, and you're just like, sometimes it's like, oh, what would the old destiny, where would she have been if she has not found this part of her? That choosing yourself, that does not mean that you hate your past. It means that you honor it and is involving in any way. So when you feel that way, you miss her and all that. The life, and that's why people used to say that, oh, you're married, so what happened? You don't like, oh, that means you didn't love your husband. I love the person. Destiny has always been a very open, but it's different now, because now I'm living life on my own terms. I'm choosing myself. I'm authentic to myself. I don't have to pander to what society expects me to do. So it's a different person in the same body. Like, it just, but I'm still grateful for who I was. I still honor her every single day, because she brought me here. She asked those questions that eventually brought me to this place. She lived that life that eventually brought me to this place. So I honor her, and I do understand that I'm involving, and I'm going to continue involving. And that's why some people will say like, oh, that's people talk about the pregnancy one that I've talked about here before, like, but oh, before you wanted kids and all that. That was the old me. So there are certain things that I used to really enjoy with the old me before, I no longer do. But do I grieve her? Yes. Do I miss her? I miss her here and there, but yeah. I'm happy I'm happy for who she is. I'm happy for my past. And yeah, so be ready for that. You're going to grieve her. So these are some of the things that are going to change. Those are some of the things that you will notice has changed since you start choosing yourself and stop living for people. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it. So let me know down in the comment section if you're on this journey and this is something you are on. I want to know your take. One thing people don't talk about is that choosing yourself does not have to be loud or dramatic. It could just be a quiet morning, a simple routine, a boundary, like you setting your boundaries, and you don't have to explain or over explain yourself. You don't have to stress yourself thin anymore. That could be it. And that, for me, that is it. And living a life that actually feels like your life, like you're living this life, and it actually feels not like you're just going through it. If you are in this season of life, you're not alone. We're on this journey together. I'm still on this journey. I don't think I'll ever stop being on this journey, and this is one of the reasons why I am sharing this. And I want people that are on this journey or aspiring to be on this journey, be intentional with your life, choosing yourself, um, making sure you pour into yourself. This is why I'm sharing my story, and I hope this get to as much women, especially younger girls, so that they know that this is a possibility. Because I feel like as women, we've been made to feel like it's only one way: husband, wife, husband, children, and that is it. There are other ways you can live your life and be genuinely fulfilled and happy. And I'm so happy that I have this privilege to be living this life and be able to share it with you guys. So you guys let me know down in the comment section. I would love to know you guys take on this. What what journey you're in now, or what stage, or what are the things you think that you've been on this journey, and this is some of the things that you experience. If let's compare this and see if it's the same with me. But those are some of the things I've experienced, and um, yeah, I also like I should share it because sometimes the internet can make it seem like it's glamorous. It is not hard. It is hard work for you to get to this place, for you to choose yourself. It's especially when you're breaking across the norm that society has set for you as a woman, especially as a black woman, okay? Especially as an African woman, especially as a Nigerian woman, when you're breaking up those things, it is not as kumbaya, it is not as glamorous, it is not as easy as it might look on camera. So as much as I'm going to show you guys some of the good parts, the sweet parts, I'm still going to share with you guys some of the struggles that comes with it, because it's not all just kumbaya. So don't believe anybody that tells you that everything is all kumbaya. There's always that downside to it. There's always that struggle that goes with it. And I hope that you guys can see it and realize that if this is what you want to do it. You can always choose yourself and you will be fine. I'm happy I took this journey. I'm happy that with everything, with all the struggles, with all the fear, with that comes with it, I still stay fast and continue on the journey. And I will proudly say that I'm in a place where I am so happy that I did and I pushed through it. And that's one thing I want to encourage you. If this is what you want, push through it. You will get to that place where you are like, I did it. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not, okay? And give this video a thumbs up, okay? Share this video to other women, to other girls. Please go ahead. I want this video. It's not a kumbaya lifestyle, but I want other women to know that this is a possibility. It's a choice. So go ahead and share this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.